Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Yes, my precious, they will join us soon. Welcome to KillCo. I am Mr. K. You saw nothing. Anyway, day 10. Double digits. Christmas is closing, let's say, faster and faster. I've enjoyed my time off from the theater because it is exhausting. But today, since I do not have Ardbeg 10, I do have Ardbeg Uigeadail. Uigeadail. How do you say it? Said that. Said Ugi. Ardbeg Ugi. I bought this for my father, so again I'm drinking Dad's whiskey. Sorry. But since I don't have the 10, although I tried it I think once, I have to go with what I got. So it's a KillCo Advent calendar and not a Whiskey Tribe Advent calendar. However, they are doing that this year, but only if you're on Facebook group, Reddit, and Patreon specifically will you be able to find the links. And I'm not going to tell you what they are. I'll show you the ones I did last year, though, at the end of this video. It will be day 10 of 2018 as well. So, 54.2. That's substantial. Might be why I kind of dig peated scotches every once in a while. It's just it seems a good amount of them seem to have the higher proof. There's a lot of info on the back of this, so if you do get this, you will be reading quite a bit. And I'm now going to read the whole thing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get my notes set up here with the Whiskey app. There we go. And now we shall pour the whiskey. Oh yeah, I forgot it's got that weird thing. There we go. Looks a lot like Lefroy, doesn't it? How odd. The ultimate. Ardbeg Uigeadail. Uigeadail? Uigeadail. The ultimate. Non-chill filter. I guess I can read the back here. Ardbeg Uigeadail takes its name from the brooding, mysterious loch, which provides the peat-laden waters for Ardbeg. This is a special vatting of different styles of Ardbeg, marrying together traditional deep smoky notes with the luscious, sweet, raisiny tones of old like sherry casks. Keep that in mind. They said it right on the bottle. Raisins. I don't like raisins, but I get the distinct feeling I will not be able to tell much raisiness from the sherry cask. I'm using my Andalusia Glencairn that I got when I went on my Texas Whiskey Adventure, which I shall link up here if you haven't seen it. And I picked this glass because they helped to do the peat with the Crowded Barrels whiskey. They had a peat set up, and I'm going to wait a second because they don't like me putting those video things up there too close to each other, but I will try to remove the link to that video there so you can learn more about both the Crowded Barrel and Andalusia combined in their efforts to create peated whiskeys. I feel like I need to keep it away from me because I know what it smells like. Right. A drop will be wasted on camera anyway. Can smell it. Oddly enough, it smells fruity. I have the idea of raisins stuck in my head now, so that's probably going to be a thing. I don't want to, what's the word? It's when you see something and then that idea is stuck in your head. I forget what it is. Daniel says it all the time during the videos when him and Rex are doing reviews. One of them will say something and I'll be like, oh yeah, I get that now. There's a word. I forget what it is. Oof. Oof. Oh. Definitely peated. Definitely scotch. Peated scotch, I should point out. But again, underneath that kind of charcoal slash burnt charred tips of brisket and stuff, there are these fruity notes, which is weird. I don't want to say raisins because, you know, that's what I just read on the bottle. So that's again, that's that implanted thought. It's reminding me of something else. I don't want to say cherry. Maybe a dried cherry? Or dried cranberry? It's funky. I like it. Well, it's not funky, actually. That's the thing. When I get a funk, it is often with sherry barrels, but I can't get that with this because the peat just clouds that part of it over, if there is any at all. I'm not sensing it. I never thought I would get to this point. Let's be clear that I could pour myself a peated scotch and be like, oh, it smells lovely. Back when I first started drinking, it was like, oh, why? Just like most people, you have that initial kind of reaction. But I've changed my palate over the years. I've had so many different kinds of whiskeys that are both peated and unpeated. So this is almost familiar. I don't drink a lot of Ardbeg. I've had more Lafroig than Ardbeg, but it's interesting. It's something that entices me now. It's not something I'm going to drink all the time because I prefer to just relax with whiskey rather than have it put up a fight. I've said that before. I would definitely not tell someone to drink this first as a peated. I would suggest Connemara, which is an Irish, one of the few, or very, very few, or only even peated Irish whiskeys. And that is very lightly peated, and it's a nice first step. Either that or Johnny Walker Black if you want to go with Scotch. That gives you some idea. Very, very little, but just some idea. I just thought of cookies. Chocolate chip cookies. That was very unexpected while I was just talking and nosing. Weird. All right, let's do this. Peppery peatiness, attacking my tongue like crazy. The ow, as I call it. I believe it's called this Kentucky Hug or something like that. It's just alcohol burn. Kind of dry and ashy at the end. I'm not getting anything in the middle, though, or at least I'm not noticing it. The hardest thing for me to do is think about what I'm tasting as I'm talking. Why not do a review channel? I'm not tasting the fruit notes, which is, you know, not unexpected considering what it is. Do one of the hold it on your tongue now. Oh. Citrus. I can't help but think of raisins, or dried fruits at least. Lemon citrus? I don't know, something. And the peppery note. The peppery notes I'm getting are wonderful. I love pepper. Put pepper on everything. Put too much pepper on everything. And the ashy note at the end isn't there now. Or at least it's not as bad, and it does cling. I feel like I just had some kind of light syrup, even though that is not the case. Alright, so that's my official, whatever you want to call it, experience. What does this say? You might be the proof, too. I forgot about that. I almost choked on it there because I left it in my tongue, and it was 1, peated scotch, 2, high proof. And my body was like, hey, what are you doing? I'm fine now. Community notes are as expected. Smoky, sherried, and peaty. I don't quite understand how sherried is a thing, but I guess it is. Taste. Smoky, peaty, sherry, and salt. Oh yeah, that's weird. I focus so hard on the pepper notes that I forget there's that the feeling of salt kind of thing. It's interesting. Finish, smoky, peaty. Well, that's not helpful. Official notes? Ah, official notes. Thank you. Uigeadail derives from the Scotch Gaelic for dark and mysterious place. Unsurprising. And it's named for the loch from whence Ardbeg draws its waters. Yeah, yeah. Jim Murray's 2009 World Whiskey of the Year. This cast strength bottle, exclusive breathtaking balances. Ah, cast strength. That explains that. Color? Deepest gold. I would agree. It's almost amber. Again, this is one of the ones that I look at it. I could have been, if I didn't know what it was, I might assume it's a bourbon. Clearly, it isn't. The second I would smell that, I'd be like, nope, not bourbon. Wow, there's quite a few notes on this one for the official one, which is nice. Nose, rich and weighty. Ooh. With heaty and smoky aromatics, this expression of Ardbeg is both intensely flavored and perfectly integrated. At full strength, the initial aroma is a beguiling mix of warm Christmas cake, walnut oil, and Parma violets fused with fresh O. Looks like it was cut off. Fresh something. But walnut oil is interesting. Christmas cake would make me think why I got cookies and that dried fruit, so yay. Taste, full flavored and rich with a deep mouth coating texture. Yeah, the taste is an intriguing balance between sweet, spicy, and deep smoky flavors. Agreed. The flavor is intensely sweet as Christmas cake the flavor is initially sweet as Christmas cake. Begins to soak into the tongue. Yeah. A burst of winter spices sets off. Yes. Agreed. I wouldn't say winter spices or Christmas, but, you know. The funny thing is, I drink Guinness at this time of year. And though that is not anything even remotely close to this kind of drink, it is a heavier, darker beer. And this is a, peated, heavy, rich kind of scotch. So it's not surprising where it's throwing these like Christmas notes and spices at you. And I do find it kind of comforting for this time of year, even though right now it's fairly warm out for December. The finish, amazingly long and chewy, with lingering raisiny, deep mocha tones. Oh, that's a good point. And rich, aromatic smoke into the perfectly integrated finish. Hamming it up a little at the end, but that's all right. Body is full and rich. Yes. Well, I enjoyed that. I'm going to take a sip after all that little bit of knowledge. Still has quite a kick. Got my speakers off. There are those fruity notes. Not so much the baked cookie kind of thing or the fruit cake, but I dig it. I get it. Ardbeg's pretty damn good, I gotta say. And I don't want to pick sides, and I never will. And if I do, I'll just pick Lagavulin 16 to piss everyone off. But that's just because of Nick Offerman. Sorry. Celebrity Whiskeys. I believe we're having one of those later this December. But I'm making this long and drawn out. I don't mean to. This is supposed to be short, but I can cut some stuff out if I need to. It's fine. It's fine. So until next time, squancha. Oh.